Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 584. Hey everybody, can you believe the holidays are almost here? Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. It just seems like yesterday it was Valentine's Day, and gosh, before you know it, it'll be Valentine's Day again. It's just crazy how fast this year has gone by. But we're bringing 2024 to a close and have a stellar 2025 planned for all of you. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, hey, I'm Stacey and I'm the owner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. We are a retail brick and mortar mom and pop shop in Canyon Country, California, on Soledad Canyon Road in the Taco Bell Plaza. And then we also have a small online presence. And I do videos. I do videos 4 times a week. And this is our Saturday with Stacey full-length commercial-free technique-based class. And who am I featuring this week? Well, I have my good friends at Simple and Basic. Now, Simple and Basic is a company that is over the pond. They're international, and I don't know why they named them Simple and Basic, the name of the brand, but they sure did. I'm like, why did you do this? Because these dies are anything but simple and basic, truly anything but simple and basic. So they are out of Denmark and just do a beautiful job. And so smart with some of their dies. I can't wait to share with you the 3 I have today. But then we have a new manufacturer. We have Indigo Blue. Now, I've known Alfie and everybody at Indigo Blue for years. I mean years. I've known them, and they have always been so sweet and so kind. And we used to do business years and years ago, and now we're back. It's like 2 friends meeting up, and we haven't seen each other in a long time, but you've been friends for so long that it feels like no time has passed between you. That's kind of how it is with everybody at Indigo Blue. And I just am so in love with the paper I have from them. I have paper from them, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to walk you through quite a bit of the product ahead of time. I'm going to show you what I did wrong. I'm not going to just show you how to do it right. I'm going to show you how I did some of this wrong until I learned how to do it right. And you're like, hey girl, what about winter chicken dinner? Hello. I know. Unfortunately, with our power being off for a couple days, my computer does not want to turn back on. I was sweating this morning. I had a Zoom and I could not get my computer turned on. It would turn on and just go black screen. So we're having a little bit of a problem getting some of our systems back up. But next week, I promise you, I might have a new computer by then so we can run the software. But next week, we'll have winner winners from last week and winner winners from this week. And you're like, wait a minute, what's a winner winner? Well, that's where you get a gift card from Scrapbooking Made Simple to spend on anything you want. And you're like, hey, how much of a gift card? Well, we leave that all up to you. The denomination of the gift card is all dependent on how many likes the video gets. And we've been doing $100 because we've been teetering right around 1,000 likes for each video. But if we could get them up to 1,250 likes, we'd go to $125. Now that's not split between 2 people. That's for each of you. But it's all dependent on those likes, and then you have to leave a comment below. So if you like the video but you don't leave a comment, I promise you won't win. It just won't happen. And the comment below can be anything. It can just be, hey, Stacey. It can be, so excited to see Indigo Blue. It can be, yep, Christmas is almost here and I haven't even started to shop. Right here. Haven't even started yet, but that's okay. There's still time. Not much, but there's time. So just as long as your comment is polite and kind, then it goes into the running to be a winner chicken dinner. And I'm sure that we will have 4 very happy winners next Saturday with Stacey. So today it is about the indigo blue. It's about simple and basic, and a couple paper pads. Again, some of this is very exclusive, very limited, because really there's not a lot of companies that do business with simple and basic. And I had to have these dies when I saw them, and then I had to have the paper when I saw it. I actually saw the paper first, and I didn't know what could I use this paper with. But then I saw the dies, and I'm like, oh, happy day. So I'm going to tilt down. I'm going to get started for today. This is Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 584, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I know things are getting very, very busy at the end of the year, and lots of obligations and parties and family things to do and shopping for gifts, but I just am so glad that you're here and we can spend this crafty time together. Makes my heart happy. All right, I'm going to tilt down. I'm going to show you some samples, and then I'm going to walk you through some of the product, and then I'm going to start working with it. And again, I'm going to show you what I did wrong, and then I'll show you what we do right. Sometimes it's more important to know what not to do than how to do it. All right, so let's tilt down for today and let us get started. All right, so let me zoom on in. Hello, everybody on the live chat. How you doing? All right, so I think that's good. So this is a card that was started by honorary SMS girl Patty, and she had just matted it on the copper rose gold. It's rose gold opulent, and I finished it. Hey Patty, didn't it come out cute? And I used some of the indigo blue paper. So card number 1, but then we go into some of the simple and basic, and this is one of the dies we're going to be doing today. Let me get that in there. One of the dies that we're going to be doing today is this box knot absolutely darling. It is 1 cut, easy peasy. Open it up, simply wonderful. And it does fit more than a couple candy kisses. You can get some really good Jordan almonds in there. You can get confetti in there. You can get several candy kisses. You can get a little satchel of potpourri. So it's small, but it's not so small that it's ridiculously small, but it's stinking cute. And then I have this little bag for you. Isn't it darling? Again, simple and basic. And the paper is from indigo blue, and I have a feeling Claire did this because she popped the little, I think she did this and she popped the little, I could be wrong, it might not be Claire, but I think it might be. She popped the little, she cut out the little postage stamps and popped it up, but this is part of indigo blue paper. In fact, this is indigo blue paper, and this was indigo blue paper, the pattern paper, and then this is indigo blue paper and simple and basic bag. And this is a real bag. It will hold A2 and A6 size cards. That's how big the bag is, and wait till you see how easy peasy it is to put together. And the paper is indigo blue. So I've got a whole lineup for you today, truly I do, but I'm gonna start at the beginning. And I think the best place to start is to talk to you about the paper, because 1, it is limited. We only have so much available. It's coming in from Indigo Blue, which is in the UK. I think I brought in 12 different, they call them paper books. So the paper, look, and on the inside, you've got little ATCs that you can cut up and use. Did they do it on the back too? Yep, and on the back. So it's like every sheet is got something on it, but it doesn't really tear out. You almost have to just cut it out because it's really held in by 2 staples. You might even want to pop those staples out if you, but the paper is gorgeous. It really is so beautiful. It is 8 by 8 in size, and the weight is wait a minute, I'm looking for the weight. Let's see, did they give me the weight? I don't see the weight. No, I don't see the weight. My guess is it's maybe 200 GSM. But the colors and the prints are amazing. I fell in love with it instantly. So this one is the dots and circles. Then we have one that's called Beyond Wonderland. Yes, please. Look at how stunning this is. So I saw this paper and wanted it desperately, but I didn't know what we could do with it because it's big print, it's big images, until I saw that bag and I'm like, oh yes, I do think so. Look at the colors. It's just lovely. So this is Beyond Wonderland. There is no I Want It Alls anywhere in this YouTube. So everything is open stock at the best price we can do. I didn't want to put all 12 of the books in an I Want It All because maybe you only want 2. And the dies, I didn't want to do the 3 dies as an I Want It All. I just did everything open stock this time. Spring Fling, or Spring Florals, it should be Spring Fling. Okay, Say Hello to Beautiful. So you've got music notes on one side, florals on the other. And I mean, they are stunning. There's 24 sheets in total. They are on a YouTube Yummy sale. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes. Love it. So that is Spring Florals. Then we have Chic Fleur. Now, honorary SMS girl Katie went crazy for this one. And when I am done with this one, it's hers. She's going to take it home. But look at how stunning. With the script and they're just beautiful. And the colors are so fabulous. So this is Chic Fleur, and it's one of the prettiest paper pads I've ever seen. And the colors are just stellar. Then we have Love Letters. So are you a junk journaler? Say hello to your new best friend in paper. Love the love letters. And they vary the colors depending on the page, and they vary the size. And it's just, talk about great background paper. Right? Just great paper. And then we have Page Breakers Volume 2. I don't know why I didn't get Page Breakers Volume 1. So they're so different. Everything is so different. There's so many opportunities and so many different styles, and the colors are gorgeous. Again, this is what I used to do, I believe, patties. I finished patties with I think this page right here. I finished Patty's card using that as a background. This is Page Breakers 2. Then we have derelict damask, and I think I just entered it as damask on our website, just as damask. Maybe I'll change it to derelict damask. But look at the colors. So I wanted to walk you through these so you see them ahead of time. Look at the colors. And I love the 8x8 size. You should see the bag that they made with this. Oh my gosh. So pretty. And then we have Return to Wonderland. So this is Alice themed. So lots of black and whites and reds and checks and diamonds. And so this one is Return to Wonderland. So grown up. All of this paper is so grown up and just sophisticated and pretty. But you can certainly use all of this for guys or kids or tweens. I mean, this is a great teen card right there. Right there for a guy. Perfect. Ready to go. This is a great, I mean, this whole page is a great page. So we have Return to Wonderland, and the last one I have is Floral Fantasy. And again, it's stunningly beautiful. Just stunningly beautiful. Love it. So pretty. Right? Beautiful. And this is what Patty made that card out of. So, indigo blue, Floral Fantasy, Return to Wonderland, Derelict Damask, Page Breakers, Love Letters, Chic Fleur, Spring Florals, Beyond Wonderland, and Circles and Dots. We have a little bit of all of them, but not a lot of any of them. So that's the first paper I want to show you. The next paper I want to show you is by Simple and Basic, and papers by Lean, which is also part of the company that does Simple and Basic. We're going to be using these papers for our dies today. They are A5 in size. It's 240 GSM. I wonder if these are the same weight. No, I think that one's 200 and this one's 240. And while this one says Baby Moods, I pulled it because it goes with some of these, the indigo blue so beautifully. Each side is double-sided, so two colors. So you have a light on one side and a darker on the other. A light on one side, a darker on the other. Light on one side, darker on the other. And there's 36 sheets. And we're going to be using these types of pads for the next maybe at least once a month. I have a bunch of different assortments. So I pulled these two. This one is Baby Moods and this one is Summer Breeze. And again, I pulled these two because they went so well. And again, lighter on one side, darker on the other. 36 sheets. So we're starting with these two on sale. They go so well with the paper, unbelievable. And then the three dies that we have for you are the small little bag, the big bag, and the box. Now the box is a one-cut die, and everything else in there is all nesting dies that you can use anytime you want, or you can use them to decorate the box. Because really this makes the box. This is the die. Everything else is bonus. So I think I'm gonna start with the big bag first, because this is the one that I made most of my mistakes on. Yep, I sure did. I'm looking to see if I've got a gotcha tool over here so I can keep track of my dies. Okay, my gotcha tool. I need to keep it on my desk so I can keep track of my dies. All right, so the big bag comes with the main die, and it's a 2-cut bag. It's just 2 cuts. Then it has the cute little handle, and it has the matting piece that fits right on the front so you get a perfect mat. And then it's got some tags, so you can add tags to the front of the bag if you want. Cute tags, really darling. So you've got one tag that'll fold over onto itself. You've got a matting piece for it. You've got the little scallop piece. Lots to go in this die. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of opportunity with it. But I made oodles of mistakes with this one. And I want to talk to you about that first, because I want to show you what I did wrong. And it all starts with the paper. All starts with the paper. I don't know, it's all so beautiful. Maybe I do some in. Maybe I'll do a pink. So it will take 2 sheets to cut, and I think I will grab this here, and maybe I'll just do that. Grab 4 sheets. But then I have to grab a sheet just to show you. All right, so here's my show you sheet. All right, so this paper is white core, which means if I tear it, it tears to a white paper. Not color core, it doesn't tear to a lighter shade of this color, and it's not solid core where it would be this color all the way through. You can use an embossing folder with this and sand it, and it would sand to white, unlike Reveals paper, which sands to a lighter color of the top sheet. Now I'm going to use this to die cut because it is the most perfect size for the main bag, the big bag. The big bag fits side to side perfectly. I mean, it's perfect. But when I started to play with this and I cut my 2 bags to put them all together, I was folding it on the score lines. Not that I have score lines here, but I was folding it and I was getting cracks in my paper and the white was showing through. And I'm like, I don't like that. What am I doing wrong? Why, when I fold it on the score line, am I getting cracks? I don't want cracks. I want it to be perfect. So I'm making my own score line here. So I would fold it on the score line, and all of a sudden, all these little cracks would come up and that white would come through. What I didn't know at the time was that it's important to know which way to fold your paper. So if I want my blue paper to be the paper that I see, and that's the paper, there's a score line here, and that's the paper I want to see, I actually need to fold it in on itself on that score line so that any cracks would happen on what would become the inside. Then I can take it, fold it back over, and I don't have any cracks. Because this is white core, see, I need to fold it on the opposite direction of what I want to see, so then I can fold it back and have a beautiful score line with no cracks. Now, this is A5 paper, which means it is perfect to make A6 card bases. This is A6 card base, A6 in size. This is the A5 paper. If I fold my A5 paper in half, I have now made an A6 card base. So if I want to see, I want something with better contrast. Let's see, is the green better? Oh yeah, the green's better. Let's do the green because that's really good contrast. So I've got this green and I've got light and a little bit darker. So if I want my darker green, if I'm making a card base and I want my darker green to be what I see, I'm not just going to fold it over and do my score line because it's going to crack along the top. No, I'm going to fold it in the opposite direction. Now you may have a trimmer that has a scoring blade. I'm just doing this by hand. So I've got it scored really well, really happy with it. It's starting to crack, not a problem. This is my inside. All I have to do now is fold it over and my card base is good to go. No cracking at all. So when I started playing with this, I was doing it, I couldn't understand how do I not get the cracks? I have to fold it in the wrong direction first to get it to the right direction. It's not hard, really easy to do, but it makes such a difference. So let's play. Let's take, I'm going to put these aside because I might use those a little bit later. And let's take some of my, let's take the big die. Let's start with the big, okay? And I'm going to cut 2 pieces, one at a time, and actually I'm going to cut 4 so I can show you the right and the wrong way. I'm going to bring over my Sizzix Big Shot machine. I've got my base platform, my solo shim or my A shim. I've got my cut plate and my do not cut plate, which is getting pretty cut into, or it's pretty warped. It's not warped, it's embossed from all the pressure. Now, like I had said, this die is a perfect width of an A5 paper across. So maybe I want the darker color facing me. I want that to be the outside of my box. The paper fits perfectly between the 2 sides. It's perfect between the 2 sides. That means the only thing I have to do is have it so that there's some on the top and some on the bottom. Well, some on the top and some on the bottom. I don't have to worry about cutting the sides because the paper literally fits right in. So then I can put it down on my cut plate, center it up, put my do not cut plate over the top. Now, because it is a larger die, there's no opportunity for me to rotate it or to kind of put it at an angle to get rid of the ka-thumps. So I may get a couple ka-thumps. Yeah, there's one. And there's 2. So die number 1, cut. Now let's do die number 2. Same thing, wash, rinse, and repeat. I'm going to line it up, put it in between the 2. Put it down. Bring over my machine. Do not cut over the top and send it on through. Ooh, I'm off. I need to squish you over just a little bit. There we go. And send it on through. One roll does it, and we're good to go. So now I have got 2 pieces, and this is what's going to make up my bag. I'm going to do the other 2 in the other color. And we'll do this one. Just so I have 4. One to show you the right way and one to show you the not so right way. I think I like the darker. So I'm going to line them up. I want the darker facing on the outside, so that's the color I want to see. They kind of click into place in between the 2 cut lines. If you have a bigger machine, you can use bigger paper, but my goodness, this fits just perfectly in between those 2 cut lines. Bring over my machine, send it on through. It's an easy die to cut. You don't need to rotate, you don't need to twist it, you don't need to send it back. There we go. Ooh, I was at the top of that. Wowie kadowie. Okay, there we go. I'll make sure I got that. Oh, I sure did. Perfect. All right, let's do our last one. And again, I want that darker paper to come through. So that's what's going to be looking at me. I just have to line my paper up, have it kind of click into those 2 little, just kind of clicks into place. Down we go, center everything up. Make sure that I've got it on my plate. Top plate. I think I moved it, but we'll see. Perfect. Great, so now I've got 2 to play with. The pink and the orangey red. Let's move this out of my way. Now I'm going to show you what I did wrong. We're going to start with what not to do. First off, if you have an additional scoring bone folder, you may want to score again along some of these lines. They're a little hard to see. Depending on how old you are. So just saying, I thought I had a little bone folder. I thought Claire left me one here somewhere. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to do me. So I want this to be what I see as my finished bag. And I started by scoring what I thought was the right way. So I know I need this to be down, and instantly it started to crack. Instantly it started to crack. So I know that one to be down. I know I need my little tab here. To be down. I know I need this piece here. There's a score line there. I know I need this to be down. So I started to just score along the score lines like I normally would. And instantly they started to crack. Can you see the white? I don't want the white. I don't want that. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. I know I need this one to go down. That's find that score line. Come on, little score line. There we go. Okay. And it instantly starts to crack. I also went in and did the gusset. So there's a gusset here. So I'm going, okay, so for the gusset, I need to score this going this way. So I need this to score up, and then I'm going to try and go in here and bend here, and then I'm going to try and go in and bend there. And I was trying to score where the gusset is. I was working it and making it happen, and I'm like, okay, because that's how the gusset needs to fold inward. So this needs to go like this, and then I need to get that done. And so this is how I started. Let's do the other one. Wrong. So at the top, let's find my little score line. Right there. And it starts to crack. And then I know I need this one to go down. And same thing. It starts to crack in that white paper. And then I know I need this one to fold. And it starts to crack. And I was very not happy with myself, because I knew that something was not right. Wasn't exactly sure what I was doing wrong, but I knew I wasn't doing something right. I have a stamp that says, I might not always be right, but I'm never wrong. So again, it's cracked and I can see the white. And I was trying to score the gusset, and I was struggling with it. And my paper was getting wonky, and I wasn't happy that my paper was getting wonky, and I was trying to do the little V here. So this is what you're not supposed to do. This is my, no, don't do this. Look at that, that's, yeah, I don't want that. So then when you put them together, it doesn't take much to put together. You have some double-sided tape. And the small tab is what gets the tape. So small tab gets the tape. And the small tab gets the tape. So, tape here, tape there. Same thing here. Tape here. Tape here. And then, let's just tear this piece off. And then tape on the tab. That's the only place, well, one last little place you need tape, but it doesn't take much. That's it. Then you're gonna put everything together. But remember, I've done this to where the cracked lines are, and I'm not happy with that. But I'm gonna take my tape off, expose my sticky, fold it back on itself if I need to. It went a little bit outside of the paper, so I just fold it right back in on itself. And then I start to line it up. So gusset to tab. gusset to tab. There, part of my box is done. And then the gusset side to the tab side. And you're just lining them up. It really is that simple. This is not a difficult box to, or a bag to make. And then your 2 little pieces of tape on the bottom, on the 2 little tabs, just take those off. Tape those off. Fold them in. Fold 1 tab down. And this is where that last piece of tape comes in. You just need a last piece of tape to close up your little bag. So it's not hard, but I was not happy with the look. By trying to get the gussets done and folded in on themselves, it was buckling and bowing, and I was like, nope, it is me. It is not the die. It is not the paper. It is me. So I tried again. I tried again. I don't like the white. I don't like the buckling. I'm not happy with that. Don't like the white on the edges. So this is my, nope. Let's try again with one that I like better. So this is the paper that I want to see, which I automatically, instinctively want to fold on the score line down, but then I'm going to end up having the white again. So this time I'm going to fold either up on that score line, because it's going to crack on the back side. It's going to crack on the back side, but I don't care about the back side. Now I can take it and fold it in the direction I want it to go. And amazingly enough, it doesn't crack. No white. I am not going to worry about the gusset. I'm going to go ahead and my bottom tab, I'm going to fold up towards me so that it cracks on the back side. And then I will fold it in the direction I want it to go. And bam. I need to fold my side down, but I'm not going to worry about the gusset. I'm not going to worry about the score lines in there. So I need to fold this up towards me again so it cracks on the back side. And then against. And one is done. Let's do the other one super fast. So I need to fold up towards me. And then away from me. So towards me first, away from me second. Then I'm going to fold towards me first on that score line. and let it crack all at once. And then away from me so it doesn't crack at all. Not going to worry about this gusset area. There's a score line there and a score line here. Ignore it. I'm going to fold up on the score line here. That's going to help finish out the side of the, or add the side of the box. So up towards me. And then away from me. And then my little tab up towards me. And then away from me. Okay, so now I'm in the same place. The only difference is I don't have any white crack lines anywhere. I'm going to add my Stacey tape. Take my little extra off, and I can just put that right on my tab because I know I need some tape here. I don't have enough there, so we'll cut another little piece of tape. All right, so there's my tape on my first one. Oh, I didn't score that one. Up, back. All right, now my second one. So sometimes it's about knowing what not to do versus what to do. And how you fold that paper is important. All right, so now I've got them. And now I can start to build my little bag. So I need to go tab to gusset. And remember, I didn't do anything with those gussets. Just take it and line it right up. And that Stacey tape's going to hold it together. First side. Stacey tape off. It is just a few sheets of paper is all it is. 2 sheets of paper and a few pieces of double-sided tape. And I would use double-sided tape over liquid glue. Liquid glue you're going to have to hold in place for a few minutes. Whereas double-sided tape, you're done. So now all I have to do is close it up. I've got my 2 tabs. Close it up, put one side down, and then a little piece of tape to put my other side. So really it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of tape and 2 pieces of paper. And with the Simple and Basic cardstock that I'm using, you get 32 sheets. That means you can make 16 bags out of one pack. Okay, so now I've got it all nice and pretty. No white edges. And because I didn't do the gusset, it sits nice. Now this is where I do just a little bit of that, score. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, just to add a little bit of that gusset. After you've put your box together, or your bag together, just a little bit of that. That's it. That was it. I struggled, seriously struggled putting this together, going, what am I doing wrong? And then I'm like, oh, I am overthinking this so much. And then the little handles. It has the little handles. They're just darling. So let's grab one more sheet. And I can cut out my little handles. One. Ooh, am I gonna make it? I should have taken it over just a little bit more, but we're gonna go for it. No guts, no glory. Now, if any of you watched Wheel of Fortune the other night, that was one of the puzzles. And I'm like, I got it right away. Because I say it all the time. I don't know if you guys watch Wheel of Fortune, but we were watching Wheel of Fortune. I tell you, when I was growing up, I watched that every night with my parents. Every night with my parents. I have a story about Wheel of Fortune, but I think I've already told it to you, but boy, do I have a story. Okay. Put the little handles. You can put them on the inside. You can put them on the outside. It's up to you, but they are absolutely darling. And then you can continue to decorate. Now, I'm going to do one of these bags one more time, just so you see it, because it's important to know what not to do. Put the little handles on, and then we're going to bing, bang, boom through it. And then I'll cut some paper, and we will decorate. Bing, bang, boom. So there's one handle. Oh, and it's a real size. I remember one time I bought a die that I thought was a box. It was a box, but when I got it, it wouldn't even fit. And it's one candy kiss. I was so disappointed. Hope I'm putting this on the wrong side. Hello, Stacey. How about we do that on the right side, huh? I was really so disappointed because I had thought I bought one thing, and then when it got to me, and again, this is years and years ago when really dies were new to the market. And I mean, it was innovative at the time because just to even try to make a box or a bag back then was something special. But when I received it, I was like, wait, what? So when I saw that paper and then I saw the size of this bag, I'm like, wow, this is what I'm talking about. I think they're so cute. Okay, so we're gonna do it super fast because I just want you to see what not to do. Don't try to score the gussets before you've put the bag together. Don't instinctively score down on the score line. Score up towards you, and then away from you. Let's use some paper out of the Summer Breeze because it's yummy paper. I need 2 sheets. Well, 3 if I want to do the handles. All right, so I'm going to have the darker side facing me. So that's the side I need to see through my die. Again, my die, the paper fits. I mean, I think this is what I did last time, is that I took it all the way up to the edge, but the paper fits right in between the 2 outside cut lines. Bring over my machine, and we're just going to bing, bang, boom this. And even if I'm a little off, even if my die is a little off on one side or the other, it's okay. It just means your tab's a little smaller. I feel like I'm off a lot though. Let's just put that in. Put that down. No, I was right where I was supposed to be. Put this over the top and send it on through. So if you have A4 cardstock from Sizzix, because all of Sizzix cardstock is A4, you can do these out of Opulent. You take an A4, cut it in half, and now you've got an A5 piece of paper. So you can be making the most beautiful foil, or the mirror and the glitter and the satin. Lovely, but I am in love with this paper. So second one, let's just knock this one right on out. Bing, bang, boom. I want to see the darker side. I'm going to center it in between the 2 cut lines. And let's send it on through my machine. And then just like in Finding Nemo, instead of what were they, the sardines saying, swim down, swim down. Did you ever see Finding Nemo? I'm going to tell you to fold forward, fold forward. So on my little score line, I'm going to fold forward, let it do all of its cracking. I'm going to fold forward, let it do all of its cracking. And then I'm going to fold back so it doesn't crack. Then I'm going to fold forward, fold forward, fold forward. FF, fold forward. And then I'm going to fold back, eliminating that cracking. Now, I would think that that's what you would want to do for most white core paper, because the ink, the color has been printed on white paper. It's not a solid core. Okay, I'm going to leave this gusset alone. There's a gusset right here. I'm going to leave it alone, but I've got this score line right here that I need to fold forward, fold forward. So I finish making the front of my bag. Fold forward. And let it crack all at once. Encourage it to crack. And then fold back. leaving that gusset alone. Second piece. See how fast that was? Second piece, fold forward. Fold forward. Good, and scored. And then fold back. Fold back. Then on my gusseted area, the line that's right by the little dotties, there's a score line right by the little dotties, because there's a little dotted element, a design element to the bag. Fold forward, fold forward, fold forward. Bing, bang, boom. Let it crack all at once. Let that weight paper show, because nobody's going to see it. And then fold back. And then my little score line, my little tab. Fold forward, fold forward. So just like in Nemo, swim down, swim down. They were all stuck in the net. We need to fold forward, fold forward. And there we go. So, some tape. It really shouldn't take more than about five minutes to make the bag, 10 minutes. I mean, starting out, yeah, okay, maybe 10 minutes. But once you get it, you got it. And then all of a sudden you're just like whipping through them. I need a little tape on my little tab. Perfect. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Oh. Perfect. Now I take my liner off, and anywhere that tape is a little bit too long, I just fold it right back in on itself, because it's double-sided tape and you can do that. And then I marry them up. So sticky to gusset, right on the inside, and you just line it up so that the tops of your bag match. Done. Let's do the other side. And because the size is a real size, this is so useful. And line it up. And it doesn't it doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to be really honest with you. Close is pretty darn good. Look at how cute. And then take my little sticky off my two tabs. Fold them in. Close up my box, my bag. And then one more piece of tape. And then we can decorate. Done. That was fast. Not the right way. Look at how wonky and not so pretty this looks. The right way. Now if you want to go in and add that, you don't have to do the gusset if you don't want to, but if you do, it's a very slight indent. Really, that's all it is. A very slight indent. And your gusset's done. All right, now let's look at some paper and see what we've got to play with. So the girls were kind enough to do a few for me. So I've got some different colors to play with. Right? Aren't they fun? And let's take a look. So, okay, love, 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 love. Okay, love, love, love. I don't know how I pick from this one. Because love, love, love. Okay, so I know the first one goes really great with that blue. So now I can't tear it because it's literally stapled in. So I either need to cut it out or take my blade and score it out. It's up to you, whatever works best for you to get it out. But you can't just tear. I can't. Maybe if I scored it the other, maybe if I scored forward and then scored backwards, I might be able to get it out. But I'm just gonna go. And give myself a little bit of a score line. Done. Got it out. Because I think I might use this one for this. And then maybe that one. Nope, not that one. Oh, that's very pretty for that one. Oh, maybe that one. So that for that one. I think maybe this for this one. I don't know. I hate to use that whole piece for that one sun. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Oh, I gotta cut it. Hard to decide when the papers are so pretty. get it out? Yeah. So maybe that one for that one. Maybe this one. Change my mind. And this one for the purple. Okay, so I've pulled plenty of paper. Plenty of paper. Now the die comes with the matting die. So, I don't know, these are all. I'm gonna do this one. I'm changing my mind again. I feel like I've got two. I do. I'm changing my mind. So there's got to be an easier way to get them out, but all right, so I've picked a couple pages of paper and the die comes with, I still have to pull this one out. The die comes with the matting die. The bag die has the matte die to go with it. For me, that's easier. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I've done it. That was very stressful for me trying to decide what papers to pick. All right, so I've got the die that goes with it. I love this paper, probably a little bit too much that I'm going to cut it down because I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to use this. I could have used this for the handles. Oh, that would be so cute for the handles. Bring over my die cutting machine, and this is easy peasy die cutting. Decide where you want your die to go. Top over it, send it on through. I can put it at a little bit of an angle so there's no ka-thump. One roll does it. I really hate getting rid of this paper. Katie, it's beautiful paper. You were right. This paper's absolutely stunning. I mean, how perfect does this get, right? Like seriously, how perfect does this get? I didn't know when I was going to be able to use this paper. Oh, see, even the back side's pretty. Oh. I didn't know what I was going to use this paper for because I wanted it to be large format enough. Card fronts. This is stunning as card fronts. Layer it right on in. Hello, beautiful. And then I've got the little handle. I'm gonna do the handle out of the leftover. Oh, there we go. Oh, these are just darling. You could decorate both sides, front and back. I think I'm going to make that my front. Add a little Stacey tape. Right down at the bottom. Little Stacey tape. Right down at the bottom. Can you imagine then making the cards to go in here out of the rest of that pattern pack, out of that chic, what is it? It's chic fleur. So here's your little gift bag that you put all the cards in, but then you make a bunch of cards using the rest of the paper to fill in the bag. Yes! Absolutely. Okay, so I've got sticky. All right, so I'm going to cut 2 pieces of paper next time to see if the die will cut through 2 sheets of this. And then we're moving on. Beautiful, isn't it? They're beautiful. Really, they are. They're beautiful. So I'm going to do this one. And I want I want that piece right there. Do I want it this way? Oh no, I want it this way. I want that piece right there. And then I want that piece right there. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut that piece. I want that piece right there. You're like, no, but yeah. Oh, I've got a mess going on. Okay. So I'm going to try and cut both of these at the same time. And see if I can get it to cut 2 pieces at once. If the die will do that or if my paper is too thick. And send it on through. And I think I'll roll it back just because I want to make sure that it cuts. And I didn't put it on an angle, so you're getting that ka-thump. Cut through 2 pieces, easy peasy. Oh, see? That's just so elegant and so beautiful. All right, we're moving on. I'm gonna do the small box or the small bag for you. The small bag is even easier than this one. I love this. And then let's do this one. They're beautiful and they're so easy. So we have done, well, we did wrong first. First we did the wrong. This was wrong. All the white and the fold and the score, this was not what we were trying to do. Then we did the right, where it looks perfect and beautiful. Didn't even add the little handles to this one yet, but what a great gift bag for a guy. And we did this one, stunningly beautiful. And I didn't finish this one yet, but we will, not today. The girls will finish it. But I did want to show you what the girls have done. So this is their large gift bags. And they did double-sided and they even matted the paper. Oh, see, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And they used the paper on the inside. Oh my goodness gracious. This is beautiful. That's the paper. That's derelict damask. That one and this one. And then they did here. This is with the, was it Beyond? This one is with the, not the love letters. I think this one is with Beyond Wonderland. Yep. Beyond Wonderland. You're like, I didn't see those roses. Oh, but you did in the Beyond Wonderland. Now I'm going to show you all the samples for the big ones, and then we're going to move to the small boxes, or the small bags. I don't know why I keep saying they're boxes. They're bags. Oh, isn't this so pretty? Oh, this is out of that floral. Spring florals. Yes, yes. Look at the little sentiment, the little tag. And out of the damask again. Oh, so lovely. And here, this one. This is one of my favorites. It's out of the Floral Fantasy. With the little tag. And then I have, this is out of the, I think this is out of the page, yeah, Page Breakers. This one is out of the Page Breakers. And the little tag. can you not see the most amazing uses for these little bags? And look at, they're as big as my hand. And then a few more left. We've got out of the Alice in Wonderland with the tag. The tag comes with the die. Out of the Alice in Wonderland. And the leftovers. This is the leftovers out of that chic, the Fleur chic Fleur. This is the leftover paper. And, oh, out of the dots. Oh, so lovely. Out of the dots and circles. Oh, so beautiful. And again, you've got the little tag that comes with it. And then out of Beyond Wonderland, little tag comes with it. And then this one was done out of Simple and Basic paper. Isn't that just elegant for a wedding? Beautiful. And then the ones that I did. So the big bag is amazing. Now let's shift to the little bag. This one is even easier. Even easier. So let's grab some of our paper. I'll need 2 sheets. And same thing, it's 2 cuts. And it's got the matting die and it's got the little handle. Now it's much smaller than our big bag, but it's equally as cute. So, darling for little gift cards and note cards, and like I said, little sachets of potpourri or candies, but this you can actually put little mittens in, or I mean, you can make cards with the paper and put it in. Love the size. This one's got the little rick-rack, or is that pinking? That's a pinking top. Pinking top. Rick-rack is scallopy. All right, so I'm going to cut 2 of these. And we're going to put it together. And I'm only going to do 1 because this is even easier than the one we just did. And we already know the pitfalls. Fold front, then fold back. And I'm going to do the darker green. And send it on through. And I still have all of that extra paper. That I can cut and save. So 1 done. And let's do the second one because it's always 2 cuts for the bags. I want the darker green facing me. That's what I want to see coming through my die. See how nicely it fits across and still leaves you extra? Send it on through. Yeah. just going to save that for later. So I've got my 2. Fold front, fold facing you, fold forward. I've got a score line here. I've got a gusset here. I've got a score line here and a score line there. So I've got my tab that I'm going to add my tape to. This makes my bottom of my box. And this makes the bottom of my bag. So I'm going to fold forward, score forward. Let it crack. Forward. And then back and back for that perfect score. And then my little tab over here, I need to fold forward. And let it crack, and then back. And then a score here, forward. And back. And that one's done. Now do a wash, rinse, and repeat. Fold forward. And back. Fold forward. Let it crack all at once. Fold back. Fold forward. You're not swimming down, you're folding forward. And if you haven't seen Finding Nemo, oh, we need to do that. Have a movie day. Fold forward. And then fold back. So I've got them both. I did not worry about my gusset at all. I'm going to add my Stacey tape. Same places I added before. So tape to my score line, to my little tab. Couple pieces here. Couple pieces here. I didn't go far enough over here, so I think I'm going to add just a little bit more just so I get all the way to the end. There we go. And then this time I'll make sure that I've got enough on my tab, and then piece here, piece here. And I can start building my little bag. So here, this is just going to line right up. Right up. So let's take off my Stacey tape. This one is even easier. And it lines right up. Bam. Take off my Stacey tape. And it lines right up. Just lay it right on top. Bam. Put my 2 tabs down. Expose the sticky. and put down 1/2 of my bottom. And then a little bit of tape on my other, and this one is done. This one is even easier. Now, if you have both of them, you could do your handles in either the big wide one that goes with the big bag or the little ones that go with the little bag. If you have both, you can use either one. And of course, this has the die to do the mat. Now, where did I put that paper that I didn't use? That would be good. That way I don't waste all of this up here. That would be okay with me. And I think I just want this little piece right here with the music notes and everything. And that still leaves all of this for me to play with. I'm just going to take this little piece right there. Or this little piece right there. No, I think I like this one better. We're just going to cut this and we're going to put it down. Look at how perfect. So pretty. And then your handles. Now they gave me this bag. I have this bag here. Oh, and it's got the handles in it. I think I'll decorate this one too. I keep trying to use this. Oh, that's really pretty. But I think I'm just going to cut across. And I think I'm going to cut this one for this bag. Telling you, this paper is so perfect for all of this. And then my two little handles. And I like the handles on the inside. You may prefer them on the outside. And then we're going to move on to an actual box. I actually have a box too. I've been calling the bags the boxes the whole time. I just kind of line the handles up together. After I get my first one down, I kind of line them on up, match them up, and then I just kind of sandwich it together. So we've done this one, and we've done this one. It needs the little handles. Maybe I'll do this one with the big handle so you can see the difference. Because if you have both the small and the large bag, you have two different size handles. Oh, yeah, I did. I went all the way through. One. Two. Now I can do the big. I don't know. Do you like the big? Do you like the small? If you have both, you can have them both. You have options. These are so bing, bang, boom, easy to do. Bing, bang, boom. It's just bing, bang, boom. They're so fast, so easy to do. They designed these dies so well. And I was so overthinking them. Don't worry about the gusset. If you want the gusset, once you've got it put together, a little bit of a bend, a little bit of a bend, and you are gusseted. So let's put, I like the big handle. It's kind of cute. And then I've got that paper staring me in the face. Saying, do something with me, Stacey. Do something. Just don't leave me here. Oh, look at how cute. Oh, I'm too far over on one side. But that's okay. I'm cute. Big handle, little handle. You decide. Yeah, it's way too over on one side. Think I can move them? See, I can see that now. Ooh. Just a little. Okay, let's see if I can get it straight. See, I said it was okay, but I didn't mean it. Anybody who knows me knows that I say it'll be fine, but it's not. But there it is. That's better. So we did these two together. Super, well, we did this one and then we decorated this one. Super easy to do. But look at all the ones the girls have done. Beautiful paper. Look at how pretty. Just using the scraps of what was left over. And this is out of the Hexagon. This is out of the box that we're gonna make. These are some of the dies out of the box we're gonna make. I know, they're lovely. Here, your own little shopping bag, your own, is it Bloomingdale's that has that? I don't know, I don't shop at Bloomingdale's, but I think they have their own little like craft bag. Look at it. Yes, this is the paper. Is that gorgeous? And then we did these. So easy and so much fun. Oh wait, I have one left. Claire's with the love note paper, and she popped the little postage stamps. So cute. But I have this paper staring at me. This is what is left from the two that we did. We took the bottom piece. Off the 8x8, and I'm left with this, and it's just staring at me saying, Stacey. And I'm like, yeah? And it's saying, Stacey. Like, yeah? So what if I okay, I did it. I cut it in half. And then what if I so what if I take this and I want this to be the page, I want this to be the card base that I see. So I need to fold forward. I'm going to make a card base out of this because it's going to be the same size as a Sizzix card base. It's going to be an A6. And granted, mine's not going to be perfect because I'm not using a scoring tool, nor am I measuring. Oh, Did I just, no, I did it right. Okay. Fold forward. No, I don't want to use that as a scoring. I know Claire left me a little scoring tool, but honest to goodness, Claire, I couldn't tell you where I put it. She's like, oh, I found it, Claire. It's right here. Bam. And then this is the side I want to see. So white cracked, not so pretty there, but it's going to be on the inside. Nobody going to see it. Do I want this one? Okay, I just need to take a little off the side. Straighten up my cut a little bit. Yes, I'm freehanding. For those who know me, you know that's me. It's my jam, it's what I do. It's not perfect. But neither am I. Yep, that's working for me. I had to finish that paper. It was just staring at me. And I already made 2 mini bags with it. So one 8x8 sheet got me 2 mini bags and 2 cards. Okay, is everybody still with me or did everybody leave? Hello out there. Okay, come on. One sheet of 8x8 pattern paper from the Spring Floral. 2 mini bags and 2 cards. I bet you could get 2 mini bags and 1 large bag also. Or 2 mini bags, 1 large card, 2 mini bags, 1 large bag, and maybe a card as well. Just kind of depends upon how good you are at looking at your paper and figuring out your cut. Okay, who wouldn't love to get this in the mail? Put a sentiment and call it done. Make your envelope. Buy some white envelopes. Nope, fold forward. So I want to fold the side I don't want to see first. And again, I'm a fly by the seat kind of girl, so I'm just making my own card base without measuring. It's cracked, it's white. That would be a boo-hoo if this was the side I wanted to see on my finished project, but it's not. this be the size. Okay, and this one I think I'm gonna do, I think I might do it this way. Oh, that was really good. Let's straighten out this top cut. A little bit wonky on my bottom. No judgment being wonky on my bottom. Okay. All right, I think that's going to be good. Maybe just a little bit more off. Just a little bit. All right, let's put it on some black. And mat it to our card base. And then we move to the box. We will move to the box, I promise. But that paper was just yelling at me saying, oh, it's the perfect size for 2 cards. Cut it, cut it. I mean, really, how often does paper yell at you to cut me, cut me? Usually we're like, oh, I don't want to cut you. I'm so sorry. This was just perfect. And I used the Simple and Basic paper, and the paper, it's paper by Lean, also made by the same company that does Simple and Basic. I used it to make my card bases, so now I've used it to make my big bag, my little bag, my mini bag, and my card bases, and we're about to use it to make our box. So here are the 2 cards, and here are the 2 gift bags that can go with them. All out of 1 sheet of paper. Yes, please. All right, I'm gonna put those over there because I've got a few more cards to show you. Let's move on. Oh, I've got so much to throw away. All right, the next die, Simple and Basic. It is a box. It is 1 cut. This is the main die. 1 cut. All of the rest of this are layering pieces to layer on top of the box, or use them any way you want. You've got 2 squares here, 2 squares here, 2 squares there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dies there, 4 more dies there. It's amazing. They took a lesson out of the Stacey book. Pack as much in as you can because you've got the space, and I so appreciate them for doing that. And yes, this fits the same paper. So let's pull maybe some of the pretty blues and teals. That's a lovely shade. I don't know how many we're going to make. I'm just pulling paper. I don't know. Okay. So, this die just fits. Same thing, by the hair of a chinny chin chin. Now, it may not get enough pressure here or here to cut all the way through. Here's the cut line. It may not get enough pressure to cut all the way through, but you can hold the top die off because, again, if you just hold it right below that line, and then it doesn't matter if there's enough pressure or not. It's up to you. We'll do it both ways and see what we get. So let's bring over my machine. And let's put the die on. And let's get it all the way there. And we're just going to have it go off the top of my paper just a little bit. Just that top little die, that top little line right off of my paper, thereby giving more pressure down here because it's higher up on my die cutting platform. And since this is a straight cut anyway, it doesn't matter. You've already got your straight line there. We were doing that all day long with this die, putting the paper right in between the two cut lines. We didn't even use any of the cut lines on either of these sides because the paper fits right in between them. We've been doing it all day long. So let's see what we get. Creaks and cracks are okay. Cut out great. I still have my score line. I was able to get everything on the bottom cut out fabulous. Let's do it again, only this time I'm going to hold the die on the paper. So this time I'm not going to put the top all the way off the edge. I'm going to keep it on the paper, and it just fits like a chinny chin chin, like just a hair. So let's put my do not cut plate over the top, and let's see if I've got enough pressure to cut everywhere. Now if it doesn't, is it the end of the world? No. They're straight cuts, so we'll just take my scissors and snip it on out. But you never know. All those creaks and cracks are okay. It's just your die cutting machine saying, oh, I'm getting happy. Okay, came out great. You just never know. We'll cut the last one because we can. Just by a hair, but it fits the perfect paper. I mean the paper perfectly. It's like there's no waste. I'm going to scooch over just a bit. Okay, let's see what we get. Yay! All right, now with this die, my recommendation is to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and make yourself a cheat sheet. We have made a cheat sheet. So here it is. Here's the inside of the box. Here's the outside of the box. So here's the inside. Here's the outside. And we made a cheat sheet. So I know that this is the outside of the box. And I know that this is the top. This is the bottom of my box. So I'm going to keep this with my writing on it. So anytime I want to cut this box, I know where to put the tape. So I know I need tape on that little tab, and I know I need tape on this little tab, and I know I need tape over here. And then I know I need tape down here, and tape down here, and tape over here. Because I've already done this more than once to figure out where my tape needs to go so that I can make my little box. So the top of the box, this is the outside of the box. You're going to want to mark that. Tape on this wing, tape down here, tape on this wing. This is the bottom of my box. Tape on the two side wings, and then tape on the tab. So now I want to, this is the outside of my box, so I want to score forward. Score everything forward, because then I avoid the cracking, and then back. Score forward, and then score back. Score forward, and then score back. I've got a score line here, so I'm going to score forward. This is a bend in the, helps make the side walls. I've got a score here to make my side walls, and a score here. And then score back. I've got a tab here. This is one of the easiest boxes I've ever made. A tab there, and a tab there. Wherever you see a score line, you know you got to score it, but you're going to score forward so then you can score back and not have that cracking. Now I need to score forward here, and I need to score forward there. Then I can fold them back and fold them back, and then score line here to finish, make the bottom of my box, and forward, and forward. You're just always going to score forward and then score back. And the last one I have is I've got to score forward here and here and here. And then I can fold them back. So I've scored everything on my box. I scored forward and then I folded it back. And then your box just kind of comes together. But knowing where the tape goes is super helpful ahead of time. Knowing where your tape goes is super helpful when you go to put it together. So if you make yourself just like this, and you keep it with the die, you know every time where the tape goes. So I've got this one here, and this is going to be the outside of my box, and I've got my top. So I know I'm going to score everywhere. So fold forward, and then back, and then forward, and then back, forward, and then back. And my top piece says I don't need tape on any of those tabs. None of them have tape on them, so I'm not going to put any tape on it. Then I'm going to score forward because I've got a score line there, and then back, and forward, and then back, forward, back, and now I've got 1, 2, 3 little tabs. So forward, back, up, forward, back, forward, and back. Now I look at my little example, and it says that I need tape on these 2 tabs and on that tab. That's what my example says. That's what my cheat sheet says. So that's what I'm going to do. So tape here. Tape here. Tape here. Now I move down to my next section. I need to fold forward and then back. And now I'm at the bottom of my box. So forward. And you're just walking down, folding all those score lines. And then I see that I have 2 wings right here. So forward and then back. And I see that those need tape. So far, we're up to 5 little pieces of tape. That's it, 5 little pieces of tape. And then I've got score line here, score line there, a wing here, and 2 on the bottom. So I'm going to fold in, and then back, and then in, and then back, and then fold forward my tabs. Forward, back, and you see how easy they fold. forward, back, and my last one is forward and back. Now, my little cheat sheet says I only need tape on one side, one little wing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of tape. That's all we're talking about, 6 pieces of tape. Okay, so those are going to go. These are going to come up. And it just starts to fold in on itself. So I've got my 2 tapes on the bottom. And one on the side. And I just line them up. Line it up. There, I've started making my bottom. I've got this one on the side that's exposed. And I've got one down here. I pull that off. And I just start folding the box in on itself. So that's going to go there. And I just keep folding it in on itself. It almost puts itself together. So I need this piece to go up and fold in, and then this little tab hides behind. Let's get that lined up. And then this little tab just hides behind. And then these 2 little tabs, those don't get any tape on them, nor do these, because these are what lets you close your box up. It's a lot. It's scoring. You've got to go back and forth on several different areas. I mean, there's lots of places, but it literally was six pieces of tape. 6 pieces of tape. Having the little cheat sheet helps, because here's my top and I've got this one backwards, so I know this has got to be my top. And I know I need tape here and tape here and tape here, tape here, tape there, tape there. You could put your tape down first before you do your scoring. You could just set this right next to it and put your tape. Here's 1 piece of tape. Two. Now you make this box 3 or 4 times, and you're not going to need your little cheat sheet anymore, but save it, because if you put your box away for a little while and you come back to it, you just pick up where you left off. Talk about easy. So now I'm up to my 5th piece of tape. And then my very last piece of tape. So now I've put my tape down first. Now I can go in and fold first, fold forward, fold back, fold forward, fold back. Now I don't even have to worry about the tape. The tape's already done. Fold forward, fold back. You do want to score the whole thing before you start to put it together. You don't want to just score part of it and try and put it together. You want to score the whole thing, and you will just get used to folding forward. It'll just become a thing. Fold forward. You just work your way all the way down, doing your scoring because your tape is already there. It just becomes second nature folding forward. So I'm just hurrying myself right along through this one. All right, so I've scored forward to keep from cracking. I've bent backwards, and now I start taking my tape off. 1, 2, 3, and bring that up and just line it on up. Just lines right up. Edge to edge. Edge to edge. Bam. Now we take off our next little bit of tape. 1, 2, 3, and we do a wash, rinse, and repeat. So edge to edge right on the outside, and then edge to edge on the inside. It really is so incredibly simple. And then down, down, down. And then I can close my box. And I'm done. Honorary SMS girl Katie made these for me, and it was brilliant that she made them because it makes such a difference just having this, knowing where to put the tape and where not to put the tape. And it makes it so fast. And just save it with the die. So here we have, and we did write on the back, inside of box, that way you know that that's the inside, the outside of the box, your top, and where you need to put your tape. And then just let it fold in onto itself. Really so very easy. Wonderful, wonderful little die. Love this little die. And then all the little things you get to start layering all your paper on top of it. All the sides can have layered paper, the top, the bottom, you get it all. It's a great die. There we go, it was on the outside. So cute and big enough to put some stuff in. You can put a little satchel of something in there, you can put candies in there, you can definitely put several candy kisses or Jordan almonds or M&Ms or whatever you're doing, you've got room in here. It's not so small that it really doesn't have a point. It's big enough to hold enough, but not so big that you have to put too much. Perfect little favors for everything. Great die. So the girls, here, Claire did this one. Oh, she's popped this one. Isn't that cute? She did this one out of the Alice in Wonderland paper, and she's done all the decorating around the edges and around the top. Right? So she used all the little extras. I love how she hand cut that. That's really cute. And here, look at how pretty is this. So lovely with just white on white on white with a little accent of gold. And it's just beautiful. And here, how elegant is that? For the groom's table or the groom's party. Very sophisticated. Anniversary. So, can't you see this in silver, opulent? Oh, and then look. How cute is this? It's beautiful, right? Out of the silver paper. Your little treat inside, and it hangs off the tree. I want to start singing the dreidel song. And then here again, we've decorated it on all the sides. And all the paper we used was from the paper I've been using today, from either indigo blue or simple and basic. I mean, they really are amazingly fabulous. So pretty. So easy to do. So between this and our cute bags, the minis, or our big bags, I mean, yay for simple and basic. And then the cards. So we made this one, which can now go right in here. And we made this one, which can now go right in there. And I made this one, I finished this one. Patty started it and I finished it. And it can go right in there. Look at how pretty is this. This is using, let me get this out of the way. This is using that Wonderland paper. I think I've shown you all the samples. But this is this one. I've got two cards. It's using the, yes, Beyond Wonderland paper. I mean, well, it's about Alice in Wonderland, but is it really? I don't think so, because it's Beyond Wonderland. Isn't that beautiful? And then this one was made with Beyond Wonderland. And this one was made with the Spring Floral. And this one was made with Beyond Wonderland. And I think, yeah, this one too was made with Beyond Wonderland. It's that sheet right there. Look at how beautiful of a birthday card it makes. These are wonderful. I can't help but love them. So pretty. All done with just the paper. The paper from Indigo Blue. The girls went crazy for it. I knew I needed it. I just didn't know what to use it with. And then all of a sudden, these boxes and these bags came into our life. And it was like, oh, this is perfect. This is really, really good. I mean, just really good. So, holy smokes, artichokes. I have got oodles. Oodles. So what's on sale? The large bag, the small bag, and the Hexagon box. There is not an I want it all for all three. First off, I don't have equal amounts of everything. So I've got more of some and less of others. This way you decide what you love. If you love all three of them, just put all three of them in your shopping cart. And then I have got the paper I was using all day long to make the bags and the box. This is the base paper, and it's perfect for those dies. And I have more colors of this coming to you. Different sets, beautiful sets coming to you. So we started with these two, and even though this says Baby Moods, it went so perfectly with that floral, and this went so lovely with absolutely everything. So I started with these two, and then we brought in well, not all, I brought in as much as I could of the Indigo Blue paper. 24 sheets. There is not one that you will be disappointed with. Not one of these paper books is what they call them. You won't be disappointed with any of them. They're just that beautiful. And we've diced them and we sliced them, and I was able to make so much out of a single page. I love the circles and the dots. And the colors are just so rich. Great for Guy. Great for tween. Love letters. Hello, junk journal people. Hello, shabby chic and vintage. Great for backgrounds. And then honorary SMS girl Katie, her fave, and I have to agree, this is absolutely beautiful paper. Beyond stunning. But we are limited as to how much we have of each. And I don't know if head honcho over at Indigo Blue, it has enough to send me some more if we need it. Hey. I love the page breakers too. I think this is just great. I wish I had this when my boys were a little bit younger. I mean, they'll like it now, but it was so hard to find things for, to make for them when they were younger. But this is just wonderful. And the derelict damask, I think I just called it damask. We'll see if I change the name. Wow, the colors. So there's not a lot going on today with, there's not a lot of this and a lot of that. I really focused in because I know that it's getting close to the holidays. I wanted to bring you something that was not Christmas, something that you can do on December 26th or January 2nd between all of the beautiful paper and the beautiful cardstock and the amazing dies. I think that it's a wow. I think it all goes together. It works together. It was like it was meant to be together. And it just sometimes takes me a while. Sometimes I bought this paper like 8 months ago. Literally. I bought this paper 8 months ago, and it's just been sitting here waiting to find its friends. And then this paper came along, and I had to have this paper. And then the dies came along, and it was like they all were meant to be together. I really do believe that. So, where are you going to find all of this fabulous product? Well, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Yes, it is in our retail store, but we are only open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will have holiday hours, and so we'll be posting those because we will be closed. We're always closed Saturday and Sunday, but then I think we're also going to close December 23rd because we are always closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I have never had my store open on Christmas Eve. And I know people are like, but that's a busy shopping day. I am so sorry. That is the day you are to be spending with your family. My staff has worked hard, and that is a day that they should enjoy with their friends and their family, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So because Christmas Eve is Tuesday and Christmas Day is Wednesday, I think we're just going to close Monday so that everybody will have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, and then we'll come back on the 26th. I know if you need to get your husband into, or your spouse in, or your son, your daughter, your grandkids in to get a gift card from the retail store, please don't wait till Christmas Eve. We won't be here. We're also closed, and we may do the same thing for New Year's, because New Year's Eve is on Tuesday and New Year's Day is on Wednesday, and we always are closed on New Year's Eve. I do not want my staff out traveling unless they choose to on New Year's Eve. I want them home and safe and enjoying their day and, welcoming 2025 at midnight. I don't want to worry about them at 6 p.m. driving home after work. So we take New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off as well. So we may end up doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that week too. But I'll post it. I'll post it on the front page of our website, and I'll post it on Facebook. Okay, so the rest of the stuff you can get in our store now. Or shop scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and gosh, I hope you had a good time today. I hope you learned something new. I hope you learned fold forward, like swim down, fold forward to stop that cracking when you're using certain types of paper, and that you saw just how thoughtful the dies are and how everything really did work together and made such pretties. So I will see you next on Monday, which is we keep going with our winter warehouse sale on Monday. Oh my gosh, I have so much product at $1 on Monday. So much product at $1 on Monday. It's insane how much is going to be $1 for Monday. So I will be back Monday at 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, where I tell you the next manufacturers who are part of the winter warehouse sale. It is going on right now. You can go shop it right now. And Monday, there'll be even more, and lots of it at just $1. So until then, I'm Stacey. This is Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.